I was feeling really unhappy about myself, felt really out of shape, uncomfortable in my clothes, generally miserable and depressed. I wouldn't say morbidly obese though, but very overweight. And mentally feeling a bit low, a bit depressed, thinking I would never, ever, ever get in shape again. Not having any breakfast, starving all day, and then just having one meal and then not eating after 6. It worked quite well when I was younger because I was in my early 30s and saw the weight come off quickly. Over the years, I've tried that, but it didn't seem to work as well. I was still struggling for a while. So before, I went to a variety of commercial gyms where they'd have machines and a running machine. I'd go on the running machine, I was fine with that. But then I'd try a few of the weight machines, do a couple of reps. I reached the point where it hurts. I've done too many now, that's enough, I'll get off now and do something else. Then I'd try 2 or 3 reps on there, think, oh, that hurt. Okay, try something else. Which I can laugh now because I know how ridiculous it was. Well, it seems I've lost a lot of weight. I've gone down 2 sizes in my clothes. I started getting a better place mentally and just decided, look, my nutrition has got to get better. I knew my fitness was good and I did feel strong even before I've lost this recent weight. But it was a case of, I got to do more with the nutrition. So I cut out my daily Turkish delight. I stopped all biscuits and no drink at all. Not that I was a big drinker, but I decided, well, no alcohol at all. And I think that has really helped. And also bread, 3.5 months, no bread at all with anything. Well, massively so, because training-wise, it's immense. Because I've always been training and I've always been consistent since I've been to SOS. But I now can do the training even better because, for instance, bear crawls. So I used to hate bear crawls and really struggled doing them. But now, last time I did them, I was like just crawled across the floor and I was like, oh, I can do this great, Things on the floor exercises, I feel I can do better as well. And also bearing in mind that before, although the years I've been coming, the weight loss before, I couldn't really move as well because my hips were so bad. So even though I was training, my hips were really bad. So my mobility outside of the gym, I wasn't doing anything. So since I've had my hips done, consistent training, and then outside of the gym, being able to move faster, just generally moving faster of anything. So not necessarily going for a run because I can't run on the road, but my movement is twice as fast. Now that I've lost the weight, it's fantastic because I've gone back to the time when I was younger, where I'd say, what shall I wear? I'd just grab it and wear it. Whereas I lost like 15 odd years longer, and who does that suit? Well, it's more what I'm finding is I'm just getting used to it. I can't imagine going back to eating the bread I was eating. I realise that I don't need as much food as I thought I did. So I think that goes back to where you think, I've got to have something for breakfast, I must eat for lunch, I must have something. You've got to eat, you've got to eat, you've got to eat. But really, we need less food. Right, so when I first came, one of the first things I saw were the big tyres outside. And I said to my daughter, I'm not going in there. And she said, well, I said, I can't be going in there. I said, that's a man's gym. And I just thought, oh, I'm never going to be, I could see the weights and things like that. And honestly, I thought, they're crazy here. Because literally, that's, a man's weight. thinking. Bit sexist, but that's what I did think. That was my mentality. It wasn't the right, and other people were more sensible, but that was mine. Now I walk in and it's like, bring it on. What am I going to do next? Let's do it. 10 years later, I've gone through lots of up and downs. I've lost weight, I've been fit, then I've sort of lost it. But now I can honestly say, at the age I am now, I am at the fittest I have ever been in my whole life. So I would say I'm fitter now than when I was 30. Get in there, do as they tell you, be consistent. You're as good as anybody else, no matter what your size. And no matter how big you are or how thin you are, you can improve yourself. And it really doesn't matter as long as you try your best. And keep going, because that saying, which I read recently, you've got all the problems in the world until you have the one, which is your health. And as you get older, and I'm a lot older than a lot of people in the gym. Not all the people in the gym, I'd like to think there's one too older than me. But let's put it that way. I am one of the oldest in the gym. And you do realise you've got to keep strong. Amazing. So people say, and it's a cliche, oh, I met lots of friends at the gym. But I genuinely have met some really good people, really supportive people, all with the same goal, just to be fit and just to be strong, and nobody judging. That's the most important thing. And that again sounds like a cliche, but it's true. And the trainers, you know, that no matter what your fitness level, they want to get the best out of you. It's just the welcome, the consistent, upbeat, optimistic, structured, very, very structured and disciplined, let's do it, kind of, we can do it approach. I would say you should join for your fitness, because as I said before, you don't have a problem until you have a health problem. And once you come through the door in SOS, their aim is to get you the best that you can be. And believe you me, if you feel fit, you can take on the world.